Don't try shake one of hands when you see us, please. Respect yourself, I beg. Hungrier than ever, 2 a.m. recordings, what be bed. Then say then gets my back, I act like I believe in that. I turn around and go stab me for dead. Swear.
What's up, guys, to the new week. So as you can see, today is 18th, Monday, and I have not been able to take any trade. Started off the week, I was looking up for buys on GU this morning. I was looking to buy price from somewhere here. If I go on the 15 minutes, you see my limits low. My limits is still there from morning, so I set my limit here. So you see my trade that I was looking for after we had this break of structure outside. That's like a market shift. I was waiting for price to come back into this area to look for buys up. Actually, my direction was correct, but I just didn't get a trade for today. So yeah, that is it for Monday. I'm just going to analyze the chart and look at what I'm looking for. So right now, what I'm looking for comes in two ways. If I look at the play on the 4 hour, so I'm currently on the 4 hour on GU. GU kind of looks at like the only pair I might be looking at. I haven't looked at USD CHF. I just opened my laptop. So this is what I'm looking at on the 4 hour as market. Listen, so this is was something like a pullback for me, and then price has come down here, and then we want to see price go. So I'm really looking for a pullback down here, and then I can look for buys into the zone, right? Or this pullback could even be a deeper mitigation of this whole supply range here, because from this point here we see a fair value gap created, and then we have the leg as well, and so price could tap into this layer and then give us a nice order flow to continue price, because a lot of people will be looking out for this price second line. And as a liquidity inducement trader, I want to be on the other side of when people are where people are looking to buy from or sell from. So I actually might be in that play out to be looking for more sales, right? So all I'm just waiting for is a retrace candle on the 4 hour. What I want is a 4 hour candle to close, right? A 4 hour candle to close. So I'm not looking to catch the reversal, I'm looking to just catch the continuation. So once a 4 hour candle closes like this right here, as you can see, like it closes in, I'll start be looking for shorts down. And my entry is very simple. I just set my limit at Asian range and wait for market execution in New York. Very simple, just 2 days. So tomorrow coming in on 19th, that's what I'll be looking out for. I won't be looking out for anything else. So yeah, let me just mark up my chart again, and then yeah, so this is like a key area price would come to. Alright, so I'll just finish doing this video and then go back to sleep. Alright guys, it's 8:21. I think it's time to watch a movie and then rewind for the day. Alright, see you guys. Alright, so welcome to Tuesday. I'm still documenting. I see Tuesday 19th. I'm showing my dates as well. You can see I haven't taken any trade yet. Still documenting. And in as much as price gave me the price action I was looking out for, I was looking out for this price action. The price will give me a retrace candle and then retrace for a little bit, where I was looking to catch these sales to this point and take TV. But if I pull out my fib 2, this looked as what a break constructor to the upside, and I really use my fib 2 to do all these markings. So for my fib to turn me off once price started bouncing off the this region, right? This region here. So once price started bouncing off this region of mine here, today you see early morning it started bouncing off, so I was looking to take shots. So once price bounced off this area, taking shots, okay, looking for price to come back all the way into the Asian high to sweep and then give me the sell I was looking for. I was like, might not happen. And even looking to short in New York would have been a good idea, but still wasn't the best. So I'm just chilling, I'm just chilling. I just don't have a specific, outlook for tomorrow, because GU and EU are moving differently. They are supposed to move, in opposite ways. Like right now, price action is showing that GU wants to buy, and if I go to USD CHF, you see that USD CHF is also buying, looking for pullbacks here. And so the only scenario that can make sense for me tomorrow is that USD CHF selling, and then USD and then pound USD buy, right? And so I'll just have to react tomorrow just to see on the 15-minute what price is going to do. One thing also that turned me off was this 15-minute area here, right? You could see the price would react to this area here and then maybe go up. So today was off. I'll just wait. I've started seeing price was giving me this change of structure here. You can see the break of structure here, and then you might continue to see this higher. You can see this higher lows being formed here, and then I could still be looking for buys here, but all this will be based off tomorrow's news, that is CPI. So CPI might give me a reaction in the morning, right? I was looking at this Climont to change or whatever to give me some reaction this morning by day. So I'll just look, I'll just come to the chat after 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. to look at what price would do, and then update you out in the evening. So maybe during the day I might take a trade, right? Or even wait for my beautiful day, that is Thursday. I love Thursdays. What's up, guys? So I've been wanting to record this all day. So you saw the previous video where I took the trade. All my trades hit TP, the whole full TPs. This actually was a 3-hour. It was supposed to be a 4-hour, but yeah, normally I do a 3-hour on. So you could see GU as well. No, this is AU and GU as well. When I started recording the video in the morning, it was around here, and currently hit TP and prices floating. And yeah, and the crazy thing is that all these trades, I document my trades as well. You can see that throughout the whole week I had not sent anything into the group. This from May 14, but when it comes to May 19, that was yesterday, you see, I said safe to say now something makes sense on the chat this week. So forget the spelling of the chat, and I set my markups, and these are things that I'm setting up for myself to look at how I'm predicting the market and market reacting to it, and market going on to give me more proofs each and every day, and that boosts your your confidence in a losing streak. You come back and then you look at how you were doing it, and then you continue doing it, even if it is in a losing streak. So in my winning streak now, I want to be really documenting all this, and you can see what I was looking out for. The price will has given us a break of structure. So around 9, I send this, the Asian range will consolidate, and then I'll look for the sweep of the Asian range, and then price play out the same way. If I go to USD CHF, you see that was what I was looking out for, the sweep of the Asian range, and then it happened. And if I look at GU as well, you can see just the opposite of what USD CHF was actually for that day. So it played out exactly, and even I said that what I'll be risking, I said I'll be risking 1.5 for the two trades, that is 0.75, and then another 0.75. So maybe I'm just chatting, and it's just Wednesday. It's not the end of the week. you know, and you can see that is it. It's actually a Wednesday. If I show you, you know, this Goods Funded has a mistake with the way they record it. I'm sure tomorrow, by tomorrow, it'll reflect as a Wednesday. So yeah, I'm not really done for the week. Mostly almost done for the week, you know. For the challenge, it's left with like $86, and I'm done with phase 1. And you know, I'm just consistently trading my edge, not looking to pass, or you know, not looking to pass a challenge by increasing my risk. I have a risk model that I use and I follow, and that is what I'm following. I start with 0.5, and then I move on to 0.7, and then to 1%. And so as you can see, it's like $86. I'm done with the profitable days, and yeah, hoping for the best for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, I will be reducing my risk to like 0.25 or 0.5 for trades tomorrow. Yeah, Thursday is my favorite day, so let's see what happens.
The sum of those profits it adds up to 1.88, right? As you can see here, 1.8. For full transparency, guys, and this is the screenshot. Let me just show you guys the screenshot of it, of the trade that actually put TP. As you can see, we're actually close to hitting my stop loss, but then I had trusted the setup. I've backtested the setup multiple times. For me,
you know, this guy is one of the people that, you know, have backtested and documented all their, you know, their trading strategy on YouTube, and it's so beautiful for someone like me who is also visualizing to also get in, like, you know, get into that freedom mindset. I already have a skill of trading. Obviously, if you look at my videos, you know that I'm one of those people who can trade, but I've just been very inconsistent for a long time, been all over the place, you know, strategy to strategy. It's just recently in October that I just sat down and said I'm going to trade, you know, I'm just going to be trading. Yeah, and shout out to Balo Trades. This guy is just wonderful. So let's just go into today's vlog for today, and I'm currently past phase 1. As you can see, phase 1 done, and this was very early in the morning, you know. I actually said I was not going to trade today, but I can't lie, you know, how beautiful today's setups were. Today's setup was so beautiful on EUR/USD. Then you can see that I've not traded EUR/USD on like in a long time, since maybe February. I've not traded EUR/USD from all this run. I've not traded EUR/USD, but I looked at, you know, pound USD, and I wasn't feeling it. I didn't like the break or structure here, right? And so I said, let me just check, you know, let me just check EUR/USD. Then you could see it had this supply area, and price has come into this, and then, you know, all I had to do was just wait for an Asian sweep after a 15-minute change of structure. And so what I did was sent my markups, and you could see that when I zoom in, you could see it very well now. I send my markups into my own page, you know, for documenting as well. I don't plan on doing mentorships on, you know, sharing my analysis with people, because these days it's even spooky for someone to take the same trade with you, for real. So as you can see here, right, price, I was looking for price here. I said how much I'll be risking for the day, and it's just like, you know, me having my own personal, you can see I said currently looking for sales for EU, risking $50, and that was like around 6.54. yeah. And so all I had to do was set limits, and this was the entry I was looking for. Probably sometimes I'll wait for confirmations, but today I just set limits and, you know, enlarged my stops, and it played out perfectly. And then I got refunded. I passed phase 1, not funded, sorry guys.
So yeah, I've just been watching Balu Chase all day. From the start of his, he has a playlist, a journey to 100K in fandom. Yeah, and I'm loving it, guys. I can't lie. So as you can see here, I'm actually done with this account. You see, this passed, and then now I've received the phase 2 logins. So definitely it's going to be Friday tomorrow, and it's better for me to stay out. Like honestly, today I'm going to stay out. It's Thursday evening and I'm going to sleep, and tomorrow I won't be trading. Like I won't be trading. I promise myself that I won't be trading. I might not even open my laptop or my phone. I'm trading via my phone. So yeah, I'll just keep enjoying this young man's video.
You need to be confident about it. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, man,
and this is why we are all documenting. I'm sure one day someone will also look onto my videos and also, find value in it and see how visualize as well, right? Because one day you see me trade a 500K account live, a 200K account live, 300K account live, and I'll document every process. I always say this, that I have the mindset of a footballer. If I can't do it in front of 50,000 people, or you see how footballers are able to play for 90 minutes in front of everyone, and you can criticize your player and say Mbappe is not doing well and all those stuff. I have the same mindset that, if I can't do it in front of people, then it means that I'm not ready. That is my mindset. I want to be able to, do it in front of people. I want to actually even become a hedge fund manager, get into this private equity and trade life with my skill and be disciplined enough and only trade when I see my setup. Yeah, so this is just a record, guys. So I'm sure this will be the last video of this week's vlog, and yeah, see you in the next one. Peace, guys.